Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest happening in the village of Nyabohanze is something that no one would wish for a neighbor. Now it has happened out of incitement, out of resentment, and out of a sheer somebody not thinking. The road headed to Deemwango's construction site has been blocked, leaving a small path that can only accommodate a pickup but not a big lorry ferrying. Still the space remaining, Deemwango can still pass if he comes with a small vehicle. But what is the motive? Should Deemwango go ahead past the same road? Or maybe these people have planted particular kind of things awaiting to abate Deemwango's life. It could mean so. Therefore, my advice to Deemwango is coming at the tail end of this video. So please guys, if you're coming across this YouTube video for the very first time and this channel, kindly click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify instantly. So let's dive in straight away by watching this clip, because Gintu is celebrating and we don't know the reasons why Gintu is celebrating. But this one I'm going to let you, after watching that clip, why Gintu is celebrating going forward.
Already the road is blocked. Talk about it's called a private asset, private land, and the village report already they have just put here. It's only either they have to understand on how they're gonna be passing. Talk about it's now for very small vehicles could just be passing here, or things gonna be getting so crooked, things gonna be getting so worse at this kind of the moment. Talk about already this is the fence for somebody, and this is the misery that has been done with the trucks. Talk about things gonna be getting worse.
Ladies and gentlemen,
right now,
that is Gintu.
the road is closed.
And this Gintu is so happy of what have befell the Deemwango and Ayamarwa, celebrating a mere blockade of the roads. But sometimes if you look at Gintu, Gintu travels rightly from his village, but passing people's villages, walking on people's road. But nobody has ever blocked Gintu. Gintu is here celebrating on an heinous act and a crime that he incited the Matikos family to actually come out and block the road. There's nothing to celebrate over here. These people are celebrating foolishness. This is how they exhibit the hatredness towards this family. But let me tell you, they won't succeed. They won't succeed. This thing alone had taken Gintu to walk from one place to another, telling that why Mr. Tondari paying other people and doesn't want to pay Matiko so that the road could be given. Which means they needed pay to be paid. But the problem, what kind of money? Because the money for a part that they want Tondari to pay is too much of money that is equivalent to even buying 1 acre of land. They cannot. So which means they saw an opportunity to mint money or to make money from Congress dad. And this is the bone of contention itself. This is the bone of contention itself. So this alone tells you how wicked the people from this village are. Very wicked, big time. So guys, let's dive in after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Sinazak and this is my YouTube channel. So let's dive in straight away lest we forget. So one-on-one. After the road was blocked, Gintu celebrated. Mogesi also took it top-notch and celebrated, but giving and setting out the message to Deemwango, the Amarwas, and the Nderi family. And if you could listen to that kind of message itself, it's a message that is worrisome. That what kind of men and what kind of boys are we bringing up into that Nyabo as a society? It's quite pathetic, because you listen to Mogesi, it's purely hatred that Mogesi was exuding out. Perhaps let's listen to Mogesi and the reasons as to why the Mogesi is in essence saying that the road was warranted such kind of a blockade.
Use now the airplane or the helicopter to make sure they are just going to get the materials back into their site. But let's now, so you can take a look. The road it has been closed, and none of the business will be just controlling that to make sure that they are just going to to talk about this kind of 1, 2, 3 things is just going to be passing here. No, the only things that will be just maybe they can just do is just to purchase a different place to make sure that the road now they are just going to use such kind of a session or.
So guys, if you listen to Mogesi is talking 3 things here, and all of them are worse because Mogesi is still a toddler growing up, still doesn't know the importance of a neighbor. One, that Deemwangos and the Emperor family has got money that they're bragging with, so let them jump or use a helicopter or aeroplane to reach their construction site. What could be the thought of this guy? You hear this kind of gerrymandering and pussyfooting with information that are never making sense because they harbor hatred unto their heart. They hate the family to the core. And that's why they had to incite the Matikos family for the road to be blocked. But does this one mark the end of the road? This one alone does not mark the end of the road. And as said, I'm going to reveal to you the plan B that Marwa and the Daris and Deemwango is having. So keep it tuned over here. Number 2 message that Mogesi is having is saying Deemwangos and Emara, if they like, they can go and purchase land elsewhere. Their construction site is blocked. And that's who? The construction site will never be blocked, and they have to pass this road. One, they have got an option of passing the same road because there's a space left here just for maybe a mkokoteni, maybe a smaller vehicle like a pickup or a tuk-tuk. Therefore, at this moment, Deemwango could still use the same road with the same space that is left for small vehicle to pass. But I'm having my reservation. My reservation is, let Deemwango not use this road. Let Deemwango stop. And once you make it stop, you use an alternative road which there exists to your construction site and mind your own business. Then you leave all these stupid people with their poverty mindset thinking, never helping them big time. You never help them in time. And message number 3, Mogesi is citing the issue of disturbance and issue of several arrests. That if Marwa's family stop an arrest, then they might consider giving them road. So they're using the road as a bait to lure Murimi, to lure the Amara family to drop up the case. And that again, it informs like it's the main reasons why this road was being blocked. Perhaps let's confirm it, the reasons why they blocked the road from its Gintu, because from its Gintu it was coming out clear.
Cannot pass through there, which is now bringing much of the confusion. So it might be, again, they have to go to the drawing table, whereby some of the things you can do them very easily. When you know that this is the only option, don't fight for it. Just make sure that are you going to be getting something straightforward at that kind of the pathway? How are you going to be getting it? And try to solidize things very easily to the ground, because now whenever anything happens to Mr. Matiko's area, because they said that the case has to continue, whether it comes, which weather comes, or rainy or sunny, nobody should contemporarily comprise the thing.
So guys,
so you can see that
you are listening to its Gintu, and Gintu is telling us only one thing. A truck cannot even pass there, which means there's a small portion left for only a small vehicle like pickup. But a tipper and a truck can never pass over there. Which I believe that's a bait for Deemwango to pass with the road, with the vehicle. It causes failing of the fence, then this family will come to go and sue. And that drama is what I don't want Deemwango, Congress, Dad, and Marwa to embark on. Perhaps it will be fine if they find an alternative road, which I saw in their last vlog when Deemwango did, and Marwa, that the alternative road is there, the person wants something like 70 to 80,000 so that somebody secede a chunk of a land that they will be using as a road, which is so good. And I believe when Amaras come, and you heard Amara saying that they need one grader that is coming and a compactor, I think they're going to open up that road because there's an alternative road. So these guys, you can block your road as you want. You hear Gintu telling us now people has to go back to the drawing board. What is the drawing board? The drawing board is Amaro's family to come down, space talk these people, and drawing board to discuss the way forward. What? Money, because we had Gintu talking about money. Why would Congress dad pay other people to pass and doesn't want to pay Matiko so that Matiko could secede a chunk of land to pass? But the question why people are asking, what is the price that Matiko's father, but Matiko's himself is asking plus the children? An exorbitant amount of fee that is an equivalent to buy another land. So they thought they could come and extort Congress dad and MRO, but they learned the hard way. Again, this is telling us if this drawing board would culminate to a meeting to recall the cases that already been taken before the judge, the cases of assault, so that the Matiko's family could feel a reprieve to give road. Because the family has feared that they assaulted Murimi, that there is an evidence, and they've been informed by their lawyers that this was a lower class of assault. And the medical report, the doctor's report, is with the court and in the file posted over there. So it's a classical kind of a reaction that will mainly make other people go to jail. So these people are using this road to abet, as a bait to bait Murimi and Amaro and Deemwango, so that they could be seceded the road and the case is dropped. And this is the problem. This is what I'm hearing it. Now, let me advise Amaro. We have got all chapters in the Constitution. And if you go to Constitution, you will get all those kind of penal codes that allows you, if you find yourself living in a land which is a vacuum, there is no entry point or exit point, and then you've been denied a road. Therefore, the best thing is you need to do, go to a court of law, apply an application for you to be given a road. I'm telling you, that application will be successful. The surveyor will be found to come and do survey, and the road will be created by force, and you'll be given free pass without paying a dime. The second one is to talk to these people, pay them money that they want so that this road is done. But when it is done, make sure you acquire the services of the surveyor so that this road is mapped out as a communal land or as a road, a government road. Because the same article is speaking that once a footpath or a communal land have been used for more than 2 years, therefore it becomes a communal land, a public land, because majority of people deserve them. There is this kind of legalese that I usually say, the maxim populi suprema lex. This is a terminology in law, we call them the legalese. The maxim populi suprema lex. The life of a people or the welfare of the people is the supreme law. That's why when the issue of trespass can never happen, that these people trespass, that's why they fought. Some people might trespass because the necessity was to their life. Necessity was to the life that they owed to themselves or to the people around. So trespassing itself was going to save the humanity, going to river to fetch water, ferrying material to my construction site, that I have also got a right to own property, a right to way, a right to passage that inherently being awarded upon you, that somebody can never deny it to you. Therefore, if you go that one, that legalese itself, the maxim populi suprema lex is the supreme law. That's the supreme law. So the welfare of the society, of a community, is the supreme law. So somebody can never deny you a natural resource, which is a land. It could be a private. But when your land blocked, or even a river surpasses your land, therefore people are allowed to get through your land to reach to the river, because the source of water is so important, because water is life. In fact, your land risks to be cut into two so that people will use that road to seek salvage from elsewhere. Therefore, if you go to court itself, all these kind of silly things that are taking in the village is going to stop going forward. It must stop, because we cannot agree. We must agree that all these things must stop, because this is stupidness that is being exhibited in this community. It's stupidness. In my home area, the person who sold you the land must give you the way. That's a fact, must give you the way. You ask the one who sold you that, which road have you been using? This one. Okay, that's the same road that you have to use, without asking the road. And when the road is given to you, make sure the surveyor is present in the site to map it out, so that it appears in the map that your land has got a gate. You will be given a right to exclusively use the same road in expanded that can allow track 6 meter 3. That is the best thing that could be done. But otherwise, what this community have shown us, the community have shown us wonders. The community have shown us they are the community that they don't care. This is the community that glorify poverty. The community that their economic value is to sabotage other people. They think that when you're sabotaging one person is when you rise up. You know that you have other people who are sworn unto their life to bring Amber down, sending you some dime to come and cause mayhem in the society. You know, I must just call them for who they are. This is stupidity. Stupidity. And the last advice is Emarwa. You can use an alternative road that you've acquired. Make it so that you leave all this village shenanigan. Let them talk if they want to talk. But this time round, you need also to drag them into the court of law. So guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is your boy Senior Zach.